What is up, guys, and welcome back to this week's video. Today I'm gonna really just help you stretch out your core and your chest a little bit and maybe dig into the front side of your hips. So let's just get started right away in this seated position with your hips on your heels, and go ahead and recline back into a nice arch just to get that heart open right away, and forward fold, reaching your arms out in front of you into a child's pose. Feel free to add some movement where you rock side to side, but to go deeper into the chest and shoulders, go ahead and press onto your fingertips. Focus on breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, and just bringing that oxygen to the area that you are trying to stretch. So really focus on that muscle-mind connection. Go ahead and slide those hands on out, and we're going to deepen that stretch and go into a puppy pose position with your hips directly over your knees, keeping your core engaged to protect the spine, and if you can, bringing that chin to the floor. If not, it's okay to keep your forehead on the floor, but when you put your chin on the floor, it just opens up that front side body a little bit more. Exhale to come on out, and now up into a tabletop position so we can hit a couple of cat-cow positions. This is a quick 7-minute stretch, so if you feel like you guys want longer stretches, let me know. I don't really know what you guys want from me, but I'm here for you, and I'm posting these videos because I know for the sports that I coach and the sports that I train, these stretches and recovery drills are great. Pressing on back into a downward dog, you're gonna go ahead and pedal out the feet just a little, and we're gonna go into a nice plank position so we can hit a yoga rock star. So from that plank, you're just going to bend the left leg and rotate your hip open so you can bring that left foot right behind you, opening up the front side body, but really focusing on the left. Go ahead and hit a vinyasa flow if you'd like, and press on up into an upward facing dog. Exhale to hit another downward dog so we can go into a plank and hit that yoga rock star on the opposite side. Now bringing our right leg behind our left. Really opening up by bringing that right arm up and over, maybe reaching towards the floor to really stretch out the side of your lats, your triceps, your shoulders, all that fun stuff. Another vinyasa if your body's feeling up to it, landing in another upward dog and pushing back into one last downward dog. Pedal out if you'd like. I know that this stretch isn't really a front body stretch, but gotta love treating the hamstrings as well. So let's go ahead and relax a little in a cobra position. Feel free to add some waves, going up higher and higher until you fully extend your arms, breathing in through the nose, filling your core up with oxygen, and then breathing out through your mouth. Push up to another upward dog, and this time let's just hang out for a few seconds. And if you'd like to deepen this stretch, you can go for a toe touch. So you're just going to extend your heart open a little bit more, squeeze your core, engage your glutes, and try to bring your toes to the top of your head or your forehead if you're more bendy than me. This front cactus stretch, well, that's what I call it. It's actually one of my favorites for my shoulders, but I also feel it in my core and my hip. Bending that left leg and bringing it behind your right while you press your right ear and right shoulder into the ground is a great way to open up that front or your right side body. Really digging into that right shoulder, but only if you remember to keep it on the floor. Let's repeat the same thing on the other side. Now bending the right leg, bringing it behind the left. Now pressing your left shoulder and ear to the floor. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. It's okay if your foot does not reach the floor today. Wherever you're at is exactly where you need to be, so don't put too much pressure on yourselves for this stretch. Only a couple minutes left, so let's push on back so we can reset in another child's pose position. And let's go ahead and transition, sliding your knees up and your feet around. In front of you, we're going to hit a tabletop-like position with your heels close to your glutes, you are going to press the floor away from you, squeezing your glutes, engaging your core, making sure your fingers are pointed towards your heels, and option to open up through the chest a little more by throwing the head back. Squeezing the glutes again protects the lower back, so if you have back pain, just make sure you're engaging those muscles that surround it to protect it. Now, to go into a more advanced version, we're going to hit a reverse plank where you fully extend those legs out. If you are not here today, you can stay with the tabletop stretch. And for a little bit of added compression, I did a reverse plank slide where I think about squeezing or sucking in my core to pull my hips back, and then extend back up into another reverse plank. Complete opposite of a front side body stretch, we're just gonna hit a pike stretch again because happy hamstrings are so important. Let's go ahead and sit in this nice seated butterfly position, opening up the front of your hips and adding a little bit of neck rolls if you'd like. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, you're going to hit a quick spinal twist to the right, and then you're gonna go ahead and switch and bring it on to the left. Just be sure to look over the shoulder that's behind you each time to deepen the stretch. This is an advanced stretch, optional bridge. Again, if the reverse plank was tough for you, you can stick with the reverse tabletop, and the same goes for the bridge. If you don't have a bridge, just stick to whatever feels good for you. Let's hit a counter stretch. Squeeze and bring those knees to your chest and chin to your knees if you can. Holding a nice strong ball, if you will. And let's open on up into a quick Shavasana. We literally get to just hang out, relax, and let our body absorb that nice, hopefully somewhat relaxing front body stretch. So if you trained a lot of core or maybe some push the other day, I hope that this stretch gave you some relief. Go ahead and curl on up into one last tuck so you can rock on up into our seated butterfly position one last time. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys come back for next week's tutorial. I'll see you then. Bye!